It is Uncle Mark in the mothership with a 3-string cigar box guitar. Yeah. Heartache tonight. Couple of caveats right out of the gate. The song is in E, and I'm going to play it in E. The Eagles tend to sing really high, upper tenor range. I do not. I sing way down here, actually, down at the floor. So I can't really sing this song and do it justice. So I'm just going to run through it and kind of talk my way and sing and talk and, that kind of my way through this tune because, I really have a hard time doing it. And frankly, but I'm going to go through it and then I'll break down some of the parts and I'll break down some of the Joe Walsh parts with the my clear slide. It doesn't matter what finger you put it on. It just doesn't matter. And I happen to put it here. It's just easier for me. But if you like your slide there, that's all cool. Just got to make the shapes. So I'm going to break it down after I play a little bit of it. Everybody wants to touch somebody. If it takes all night, everybody wants to take a little chance, make it come out right. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, a heartache tonight, I know. It's gonna be a heartache tonight. Alright, that's basically the whole song, including the little intro part. And they use that part a lot. So let's get that out of the way. I'm going to take my slide off and put it right here so you can see where it's at. So what do we got here? G, D, G, 42, 34, 24. G open at the 0 fret. G, G sharp A, important chord. B flat B, important chord. C sharp, or C, C sharp D, D sharp E, very important chord. Okay, so that's really all you need to know that way. Also, this D string, the middle one here, goes D, D sharp E, F, F sharp G, G sharp A, B flat, and B. So an E chord is built E, B, E, or B, E, B. So there's an E, and there's an E. And I use my dots to figure out where the heck I am on the fretboard. So, D, D sharp E. You just put your third finger or your second finger on that 4th fret right there. And the same thing here. Now, when I play a slide, well, how am I going to make that? I got to do it this way. Okay? If you put your slide on your 3rd finger, you're going to have to make it this way. Okay? So it's all about making the shape, right? So if you have the E, you have the B, and you have the B. And I tend to toggle around, okay, between shapes. So I'll be up here on E, and then I'll go down here to E. And remember, E, F, F sharp G, G sharp A, B flat B. So if you remember all of these shapes, you can go back and forth really easy, and that's what I do with this song. So the intro is G, and I know I'm on a G. If my first finger is on that D string, on that dot, 5th fret. So it's G, D, because there's a D, D, A, E. And you got to slide into it a little bit. So it's a. So I want to show you this again because this is complicated here. So you're in this shape or this shape. You're going to just come down and then you're going to hop. So it's a... To get yourself into positions, I think of it like playing pool. The idea, yes, is to get the ball in the pocket, but also to move the white ball around so the next shot is easier for you. You're changing positions so that the next set is easier. That's what you're trying to do, is make your positioning easier with the least amount of movements. So here I am on G, D, D, A, E. So songs in E, and I just stay here. Somebody C sharp. Just look through between these two dots. So 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 1 low, or 1 dot, 2 dot, 1 up, or just in between. So C sharp. It's actually a C sharp minor. The minor's implied. So somebody's gonna someone before the night is through. Somebody's gonna. So now I'm way up here. I really don't want to be up here. I want to be on this E. So I'm going to start the song out like so. Somebody's gonna hurt someone before the night is through. Then I'm going to hop down. Somebody, A, come undone. E, there's nothing we can do. B, then I slide all the way back up to E. So everybody C sharp needs to touch someone. If it takes all night, everybody wants A, take a little chance. E, make it come out lead right. Now you stay down here. A, heartache tonight, heartache tonight. I know there's my E. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, heartache F sharp. Lord, I know. That's basically the whole song. Okay, it wings it around with this A, B, F sharp, and E. So remember, there's your E, F, F sharp. So I just kind of look at it this way. It's very peaceful, easy feeling-ish doing this. Okay, the E, A, F sharp, B. If you watch my video on Peaceful Easy Feeling, you'll see how these shapes operate a little bit easier. So that's basically the whole song. Okay, but you're toggling from this E to this E. Okay, and remember this little C sharp, and it's really a C sharp minor, but the minor's implied, so I don't worry about it. So slide parts that are really fun. So I'm going to turn my guitar down a little bit, and I'm going to use a loop, and I'm just going to loop the intro because that's where all these slide parts happen. So it's this G, D, D, E. So it's G, D, D, A, E. There it is. So now you want to fool around on this E right here. You see where the dot is? And that's all you're doing is fooling around in here. So I'm going to stop the loop. So you're coming up and getting that high G string right here, and you can see it. This note works as well, this G. Okay, this note works. This E works. We know this is an E right here, right? Okay? That means this is an E. Because these two dots are the same as the 0 fret. So if D, D, D sharp E, D, D sharp E. So if you know this works, you can fool around with it. So map out where you want to go. So here we go in the loop. So you're in the key of E. There's an E here. I guarantee it, that's an E, and you want to be on that fret. And what I do is I kind of feel where my hand is when I hit that, right? You can see I'm at an angle here. Doesn't matter the angle of the slide as long as you're on that exact fret on the E. So I'll go up there again. So a lot of this is just I'm wiggling back and forth with my hand like so. Something to practice. It's a really good technique to play with. If you're fooling around with your slide and you know, have a looper or whatever, it's really fun to do these kind of things. Kind of what I do with this is fool around with it that way. You know, you don't need to. You can just come up and you can see where I'm at. Like jam on that little song. That's where they do the jam, is in this intro that does the. Because that's where they do that little bit of jam. All right. Heartache tonight, pretty simple tune. Work with it and play with it. It's something you can play with listening to the album. This is how they do it. The key is E. Help me keep this channel ad-free. I've been ad-free for over a year. I'd like to stay that way. YouTube really wants me to start placing ads, and I really don't want to. So, I'm going to ask you for help. I have a virtual tip jar down below. It is a PayPal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. Thank you for all your donations. I really appreciate it. $1 a show here is all we ask. And so take a look. I know it's not a show, but it's kind of like a show. If I call it a show, you'd be like, well, it's not a show. But, well, it is, kind of. Thank you so much for all you do for me, all your donations, sharing on social media, getting the word out, letting people know that this is out here. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for all your requests. I'm trying to process them all. Some are harder than others, and so it becomes problematic, but I'm doing my best. I'm taking time away from my other businesses. So thank you so much, and have a good one.